It is 6:30 p.m. and I call to order the Planning and Zoning Commission meeting for Tuesday, April 7th. First item of business is there is a quorum present. Next item of business is approval of the minutes for the meeting of March 17th. Commissioners, additions or corrections? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
Make a motion to approve the minutes to the March 17th meeting.
Thank you. Second. Motion by Francesca, second by Ainsley. You may vote now. Motion carries 5-0. Next item of business is a special use permit. Public hearing for a special use permit. Consideration of a special use permit for automobile sales and leasing. And I just lost my script. Patty, do you have a... There we go, got it back. It went away for a second. For automobile sales and leasing on approximately 15.428 acres, legally described as Lot 11, Block A, Frontier Ford, and Lot 5, Block B, Valley Ridge Business Park East, located at 1144 North Stemmons Freeway, Interstate Highway 35E, zoned light industrial district and general business district, as requested by Dynamic Engineering Consultants on behalf of PAC Properties 2 Limited, the property owner. Case number 25-09-12 SUP.
Good evening, Commissioners. Simpac's 5-Star Ford is located off the I-35 frontage road in Valley Ridge. Per the best records I could find, this dealership has been located here since 1979. Per historic aerials, DINCAT has it as 1980. The dealership expanded in 1984, 1992, and in 1997 to the extent of which you see on the aerial today. They're looking to demolish both buildings on site and build new facilities here. Lewisville has supplemental standards for automotive businesses, and if a use cannot meet all of the supplemental standards, then they must receive a special use permit before they're able to proceed. They weren't able to meet two of these criteria, one being located on an intersection of two collector or higher classification thoroughfares, which they are on. Both of those are above a collector, and if service doors are facing a public street. Let me fix the orientation real quick. This dealership is also located in Lewisville's I-35 overlay district in the transition sub-district. I just wanted to quickly go over the changes, some of the high-level changes for this site. They are demolishing both the existing showroom and existing service center and constructing both. Both are being expanded in area by a fairly significant degree. They are also improving the building materials for both of these buildings, which right now the showroom is tilt wall and the service center has corrugated metal. And the new construction will have brick and stone for the majority of where it's facing public right-of-way with a mixture of tilt wall as well. And they are enhancing the landscape along the public right-of-way and enhancing the landscape as well internally in this site. Because this dealership is located in the I-35 overlay, which has some of the highest design standards in the city of Lewisville, and this overlay was never developed in mind for uses such as auto dealership, they are asking for a large amount of alternative standards. I also wanted to note that as they're located off the I-35, there is the potential for TxDOT to acquire additional public right-of-way when expanding I-35. We do have provisions in the I-35 overlay for requirements if any of the property is taken by a governmental entity. They have agreed that in the case that they will meet the standards found in our overlay. Essentially, those standards ensure that there is a landscape buffer, as well as some other requirements in that case. I'll go through the list of alternative standards requested. The first is to waive the required parking lot landscaping and plantings in the display and storage area. As mentioned, there's no provisions for auto dealerships in the I-35 overlay, which does require a tree island every 8 parking stalls and a tree at the end of this. They are looking to waive this requirement as these additional trees would severely limit the inventory for the dealership, and the attraction of birds to these trees would increase the maintenance on site. The second alternative standard request is to reduce the landscape standard for employee parking from 1 to 8, 1 tree island every 8 spaces to 1 per 15. 1 tree every 15 islands is the standard elsewhere in Lewisville, not in the overlay. As this area doesn't have any internal landscaping as of now, staff has no issue with this request. They are also asking to waive the streetscaping requirements along the frontage road. In I-35 overlay, there's a menu of options that all developers must provide of landscape streetscaping elements. These are benches, bike racks, trash receptacles, planters, things such as this that's required. They do have open space that is along Valley Ridge, which right now already has a little lending library, and are looking to add more plantings there. Staff has no objection with waiving the requirement along the frontage road, as the frontage road is not an appropriate location for essentially pedestrian traffic is more suitable along Valley Ridge than I-35 frontage road. There'll still be a sidewalk, but not the streetscaping element. They requested the bay doors to face the public street as an alternative standard. This is included in one of the criteria for the special use permit. While a special use permit is required per the supplemental standards, they are providing additional screening where these bay doors are facing the public right-of-way. Finally, the I-35 overlay requires 80% brick or stone for every elevation of both buildings. The showroom, which facing the I-35 frontage road, will have the 80% brick or stone, and there are brick and stone on other elements of the showroom and in the customer entrance of the service area. And though they are not meeting the 80%, it is a vast improvement on what is located there, and there's brick and stone on each building. On the screen is several what the new showroom will look like. Finally, staff feels that this special use permit request is compatible with the surrounding uses here, which is zone light industrial. Valley Ridge has many light industrial properties, as is north of this property. It is compatible with our comprehensive plans. We have an I-35 corridor redevelopment plan, which was adopted in 2014, which looks for extended, continued economic development growth in this area. And in the Lewisville 2025 vision plan for identity focal points, this will vastly improve the aesthetics of this area of the I-35 overlay. And staff feels that this is a significant improvement of the area and the dealership as located today, and recommends approval. I'm happy to answer any questions you have, and the applicant is here as well.
Commissioners, questions?
It might be a silly question, but I know that I've walked that sidewalk down Valley Ridge, and I think there's a sidewalk down the 35 portion today. I was just wondering if that sidewalk was going to remain, or if it was going to right angle and go north, or, because otherwise you just kind of dead end into 35.
So they will be constructing a sidewalk along 35 as well.
Okay,
If
okay.
not existing, and that will meet all of our standards in
Okay.
I-35.
All right, that was what I was curious about. Thank you.
Yeah. Good.
I've walked home from that dealership, so I use the sidewalks.
There you go. Questions?
No.
If there are no further questions, I will open the public hearing. Anyone who wishes to come forward, please come forward. You may speak. State your name and your address, please, for the record. We'll be happy to hear from you. Having no one come forward, I will close the public hearing. Commissioners, I will entertain a motion.
I make a motion to approve the special use permit as presented.
Second.
Motion by Francesca, second by Ainsley. You may vote now. Motion carries 5-0 with 2 absent.
Commissioners, this item will be considered by the City Council, who will hold a second public hearing and make a final decision on Monday, May 4th, 2026 at 7:00 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you, Richard. Announcements?
No announcements tonight,
Got nothing to tell us tonight, okay?
except a reminder of the 2035 Community Vision Workshop, which will be held on Thursday evening from 5 to 8 at just down the street from the current 5-star Ford at the Valley Ridge Church, AKA First Baptist Church. It's come and go, and we hope to see all of you there.
We hope to see 100 people there to see the mayor get a pie in the face.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioners, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Motion by Aram, second by Rick. We may vote now. Motion carries 5-2 with 2 absent, 5-0 with 2 absent. I'll speak that correctly eventually. We are adjourned.